Hello again, and welcome to the Lost Valley. So I have been, what you call it, reviewing, rewatching the videos. Sorry, I'm just trying to function like a normal human being at the minute. Um, I've been rewatching the videos that I've already recorded, and I have basically been sort of seeing the kinks that I need to work out. I might go this way, to be fair, just because I think I can get the shotgun early. Um, yes, I've been sort of working out a few kinks with the recordings. For first of all, it was the sound. We had issues with the sound where we basically we couldn't hear the voice, my voice, the voice. I am the voice. We couldn't hear my voice because the sound effects were too high. No, I want you to jump forward, Lara. Thank you. Yeah, the sound effects and the gunshots and all that sort of stuff was too high, so I couldn't hear myself. I couldn't hear myself think. Um, I should be able to make that jump, or I could just drop down there and be a normal person. But no, that was the main issue from the beginning. And then another issue that I've just noticed was I didn't have my little. Sorry, I was touching it then. I was touching my mic cover. Basically being like, I didn't have my mic cover over my mic, so you could hear every P and stuff like that. Not like P as it, you know what I mean, like when I say the letter P. Um, do I go this way? Yeah, I'll go this way. Um, so it was very in your face, I think. So hopefully the mic quality will be a little bit better. Hopefully it won't be as prominent when I say the word P or have a P in my vocabulary. But I just hope that everything runs smoothly because we're on the third level. It's the third video, and I'm just hoping everything goes well. But no, we're on the city. No, we're on the Lost Valley. We were on the city of Vilcabamba. We just, you know, got rid of so many of the wolf population. Now we are going on to the Lost Valley, which is not one of my favourite levels, in all honesty. I'm not too much of a fan of it. Can I not get back up? Oh no, I gotta swim now. So, I'm not too much of a fan of it, but at the same time, there are always levels in games where you're like, this ain't the best level, is it? That's not really one for here. I wouldn't say it's the worst level of the game. Once we start getting to Atlantis, that's when we start like having a few issues. There's another dog around that corner. I just know it. Nope, I was wrong. There are dogs down here, though. I don't know if there's a reason to go down here. But no, I think for me, the time it starts getting a bit ugh is Atlantis because of the Atlantean creatures. They're just horrible. I don't like them. I don't like fighting them, especially on the original. Because on the original, like I've mentioned before, you don't get to do the whole jump and twirl. So when you jump, you can't spin in the air like you can in the remasters, because that's obviously something Lara learns in number 2. So I'm going to save it here because we all know what's going to come next. Number 3, we're going to save it as it comes, like one level for each save slot, just because it'll make things tidier. But we all know what's coming next. Am I doing a pistols only playthrough? No, I just want to conserve ammunition. That's not the only one. I just don't remember. There it is. Lara, can you shoot through that bush? She was like, I'm thinking about it, but I'm not going to do it. There we go. We'll explore in here while we can. Actually, no, I know what that's for. Yeah, we all know what that's for. You might not like me at the minute, but I'm gonna save again. One thing you're gonna learn about me with these playthroughs, I save a lot. We're gonna try and fight this guy. We're just gonna try and fight this guy without having to hide. But this isn't gonna go well. Oh! Come on, Lara. Come on, Lara. Shoot faster, Lara. Lara. He's standing on you, Lara. That's right, circle him, circle him, circle him. Oh, yeah, we did it. Oh. I'm not gonna brag, but I did that without hiding in this hidey hole. If I remember correctly, though, there is a dinosaur again in here, and I do need to heal. I got 11 med kits, though. That's how much I don't heal. Like, one, I forget to heal a lot of the time, and two, it's just because I want to preserve as much health kits as possible for when I do get onto the Atlantean episodes, because I'm not looking forward to that, guys. I really am not looking forward to that. Have I just gone in a big circle? I have. If I remember correctly as well, there's a secret on this, and it's so tricky to do on the original because obviously you can't really see a lot in front of you with all that darkness. But the secret is up on top of that building, that ruin. And the problem with that is, how the hell do you find the climbable platforms to get on top of there on a 30-year-old game, I want to say? Well, that's why you gotta do this. And I think you've got to do this. And that. See, look at them. It's a med kit. Now, if I remember correctly, you can't grab onto that, so we do this. If you ever get to a point where a jump doesn't feel like she's gonna jump high enough or she's gonna hit her head, do a swan dive. Yeah, do a swan jump. And you might be saying, well, why? Just jump normally. No, if you swan jump, she actually jumps a little bit higher. So when you swan jump, she just has a bit more height in her jump. Not that she doesn't jump like a freaking athlete. But when, you know, you're jumping with the swan dive, I'm not going to do it now because she'll break her neck. Oh. I keep pressing the side instead of the front. When you do a swan jump, you just get that extra little bit of height, and when you jump on like a platform or anything, Lara will just, like, she'll oof. You know, when she does the oof, she'll do that, and she won't take damage. She won't, you know, you won't die or anything. But yeah, it makes the jumps a little bit better. We jump down here. I think it's at this side. It is. We get the cog. While we spin Lara around so that we can get back up here. See, these are all tips and tricks that I learned over, like, just the course of playing the game. I don't know if anyone else, like, does it, or if anyone else, like, not that I'm like, oh, I don't think anyone else knows my secrets. No. I'm just saying, it's one of those, it's like, I think it's like a well-known secret, but at the same time, it's like, I know a lot of people who I know play the game don't know about those types of little tricks. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, Lara. You will notice as well that I will apologize to Lara a lot. Now, another thing that we're going to do is we are going to save it here. Mainly because This jump is a little bit finicky sometimes on the original, if I remember correctly, because sometimes she will register that she's just falling, and instead of grabbing, she'll be like, nah, I'm not going to grab this time. I've had it happen before, like when I used to play on the PlayStation, because it ingrained itself into my mind. Like, she would literally just drop, and then if I was low on health, like I normally am, she'd take damage or die, and I would be a very unhappy chappy. But no, I think that there are a lot of what you call it, secrets to gameplay that you can find with Tomb Raider, that a lot of people do. But no, I think that you just have to play a game in order to understand its mechanics and sort of get a grip of how to properly, like, not it's not an exploit or anything like that. It's just getting better maneuverability, if that makes sense. So yeah, you might learn some new maneuverability techniques from me. Probably not, because I'm old school when it comes to Tomb Raider. Yeah, when I say I'm old school when it comes to Tomb Raider, it just basically means that I try and play it as it was intended to do. Like, obviously I'll do a few, you know, swan jumps here and there and stuff like that. But other than that, I'll genuinely, like, there's, I think it's number 3, the jungle, the very first jungle, what you call it, level. Couldn't think of the word level. But the very first level is called Jungle, I think, and you basically can complete it in like a minute, and that's with like exploiting like glitches in the game. You can still do it on the remaster as well, but it's just like I don't play it like that. If I wanna cheat the game, I'll just use her cheats. You know, I'll do the jump forward, jump backwards, LBRB, you know, stuff like that. I don't want to take damage needlessly, so I'm just jumping backwards here. But no, if I wanna cheat the game, I'll just use her cheats. I'll have like infinite ammo or infinite medkits or stuff like that. I won't exploit the game to the point of, oh, well, this video is only a minute long because I've basically completed it in a second. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna play the levels as they are intended to be played, and yeah, you just have to deal with me voice, basically. Like I said in the last episode, though, a lot of people do like just background noise, and that's I'm fine with just being a bit of background noise, because I use a lot of my favorite YouTubers, or just my YouTubers in general, to be background noise, because it's just nice to see. Like this, hang on, perfect example. Why aren't you sidestepping? Doesn't matter. Anyway, swan dive, jumps right up. You see what I mean? It's just little tactics like that that help the game, you know, go a bit smoother. But yeah, background noise. I don't mind if I'm a bit of background noise for some people. You know, I ramble a lot, I rant a lot. You will find that I'm pretty much talking throughout, but that's mainly because I can't stand gameplay. Like, this might just be me, but I can't stand gameplay where the person who's playing the game just doesn't talk. Like, I can't have silent gameplay. I just can't. I need someone just ranting and rambling about anything and everything. And maybe people like that, maybe people don't. Let me know, because if you want me to, you know, quiet down on the rambling and the talking, I'll gladly do it. That's that. So, sorry, I'm saving again. I know, I'm a save scum. We're going to swan dive. Because we're going to go down this way. Which I think is another secret. I'm not too sure, though. If I remember correctly, though, I should have taken some air because this is a long swim. And sometimes Lara doesn't survive. You just gotta quickly maneuver. And then up here. Come on, Lara. Yeah, no, we had plenty of time there. There we go. This is one of the secrets that I do know a few people are like, had to either look it up or they were like, I didn't know this one was here. Because when you do the cogs, you just basically go about like jumping down the waterfall again, don't you? You don't think of, oh, I never explored this area. But yeah, it leads you back out here. Don't just drop, though. That's the mistake I made. Jump. If you drop, there's a chance that she'll die. It's like here. Last time I did this, it was on the not PlayStation. It was on the phone, because they had Tomb Raider on the, look at that, cinematic as, oh. But they had Tomb Raider on the phone, and I did that, and I kind of just broke a neck. So, but that is officially that for the Lost Valley. We are now on the Tomb of Qualopec. We are officially 3 out of 5 secrets. I did not do well for secrets then. But we are officially at where we were when I first recorded, and I just messed everything up with the audio and stuff like that. So we're back to where we began, basically. But I hope you enjoyed. We will get on to doing the Tomb of Qualopec as soon as possible, and we will see you in the next video. Take care.